first of all, we all support our fire department. One little flue fire that my wife still reminds me of about 20 years after the fact, and we know how important the fire department is. I'm willing to support them in every way. I do wish that I had the final figures that the rate increase is really going to amount to. I think there was some other questions that should have been answered prior, but I would not jeopardize the rate increase at this point waiting on those answers, because it seems like the guys have been working on that for at least a year now.
Thank you. Scott?
I support the fire department and EMS 100%. I think just about everybody in here does. If not, you should. I agree with the fire fee. Those people living in town already, if you're a property owner in town, you already pay an annual fire fee, but 90% of their calls are outside the city limits in the first responder area. And so, you know, if those people had a fire fee to pay like those of us in town did, it would help keep the fire department's equipment updated and keep us up to date, which would in turn help keep everybody's fire insurance down and provide better fire protection for everybody. I think that the ordinance that's written up at this time is good because it's based on it's a set rate. It's not compared to other cities. There was discussion in the council meeting there Monday night about Lewisburg having based on square footage. That's being taken to court.
Thank you. BJ?
I too support the fire department and the first responders, and I support this fire fee. I know that there are people that are outside of the town limits that don't like the fire fee. The fire department, as I understand it, can keep its head above water with the fee that they get from the town, but the fire department needs to be able to save money so that if they have a truck to go down, or they have a truck that needs repaired, or something happens they're not expecting, they need to have money saved aside to do that. And it's hard for me to argue with the argument there. And I know nobody likes paying fees and nobody likes paying taxes, but good Lord, Marlinton wouldn't be here without its fire department, and we're all so lucky to have them. So yes, I support what they want.
Thank you. Adam?
Well, I of course support the fire fee, not just because I'm a member of the Marlinton Fire Department, but I know what it takes to run that department. There's 2 trucks down there that are in desperate need of being replaced. To replace those, we're looking at upward to $1 million. There's air packs that are getting ready to go out of date that need replaced. There's gear that's getting ready to come out of it that needs replaced. And really, with the funds that we get from the state and the town, it's a drop in the bucket for the stuff that we have to use to provide that service. Speaking on the town fire, if it wasn't for a strategic placement of the ladder truck the last day, the SB Wallace building probably would have went down because we lost the transmission out of the ladder truck. That truck wasn't running even though it was spraying water. It was just happened to be placed there in the case of it, and the transmission went out. And Mitchell Chevrolet did the work for free, upward about $1,000 worth of work. So I support it.
Thank you. Norris?
I support the fire department wholeheartedly. I know that they have had some rough times with paying monies from state and county. I know the problems that they are incurring with various regulations coming down to them from people who have no idea what the town of Marlinton is like. Setting points as to when equipment has to be replaced. It's difficult, and it is extremely expensive. The current fire fee, I agree with as it stands right now. There will be hopefully some little minute changes within it, but overall, I support the whole idea. I believe that the people in the first responder area are responsible to help pay for this fire department to protect them.
Thank you. Don?
I support the fire department completely. The FAR fee, yes, I do support it. I support it wholeheartedly. I do think that the first responders, they ought to help pay the FAR fee. You know, it ought not be on the citizens of Marlin to pay all the FAR fee, when 90% of the runs are out of town. So I think that the FAR fee, and I think this first responder ought to be taken in real consideration.
Thank you. Joe?
I'm a very strong supporter of the fire department. I have worked with them for the last 4 years, but I've worked heavily with them the last year in trying to come up with a solution for financing. The fire fee that's in place right now was adopted in 1974, and the residential portion of that fire fee has not been adjusted since 1974. And it's time that it be adjusted. This department has a good fire rating, good equipment, excellent training, but they need to be able to put a depreciation account to replace equipment as it wears out and the need arises.
Thank you. Mark?
As everyone has said, we all support the fire department. By increasing the fees into the first response area is going to increase the amount of money coming to the fire department, which is a great thing. The setting of the rates in the ordinance, as it's proposed, is a great idea, and it allows the fire department to collect from calls better than they are now. In fact, just allowing it to happen now, and this is a very important thing. The ordinance is a great ordinance, and it was written properly with input from lots of people, and I feel it needs to be passed right away.
Thank you.